5 minutes of the warm-up remaining, guys. 5 minutes. Okay, girls, can we open up lane 3 as well, please? Just make sure your lane's clear before you start any dive. Okay, last minute, start bringing your warm-ups to a close, girls. Okay, girls, that's time up. Please start getting out the pool, finish your last couple of dives, and then make your way out.
A big warm welcome to High Wycombe, our South East Regional Championships 2024. Now, many of you would have been in Winchester and Crawley two of the last few weekends, and now over these 3.5 days it is our older of the age groups taking part. Plenty coming up today, tomorrow, and of course Monday. Many of you would have been here last night for the 800 metres. And we are just about ready to go. I can see officials, I can see swimmers, I can see lifeguards. But of course, as always, to make sure we can run on schedule, we do need an army of volunteers, officials and timekeepers. So please do put your hands together for this session's referees. First of all, representing Slough Dolphins, Susan Harrison. Representing Aylesbury and District, Gary Blissett. And representing City of Southampton, Victor Guerra. Your starters for this session, representing Reading, John Thornton. And representing Tigers of Jersey, Emma Sterry. Officials, you may now all take your positions, and we will go swimming. This is your first event. It's the 200 metre freestyle for the boys. This is heat number 1.
Take your marks.
So in this morning's session, we'll have the 200 freestyle male and open category, 200 back for the girls, 50 breaststroke for the boys, 50 butterfly for the girls, 100 back for the boys, and 100 metre freestyle for the girls. We'll top that off with the finals. These are all heats, looking to get a top 8 place in their respective age group. So we will have 24 finals at the end of each heats session. And that is the path for the course for the next 3 days. In the pool right now, lane 3, Southampton's Freda Adamson, Reed's Ernest Hill, and Fareham Nomad's George Noble. Anything lower than 2:09 would be a best time for any of these 3 guys. 9 heats in our opening events, and they do go as quick as sub 2 minutes. In fact, well under sub 2 minutes by heat number 9. All these guys 15 years of age, and Ernest Hill is going to take it 2:08.02. So new fastest time for Hill and Adamson.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool to the sides, please. Clear the pool to the sides. Swimmers, just stand down. Stand down.
So just bear with us, a short technical delay. But we've got the cleverest bots we can find on it. Here we go then, back underway. This is heat number 2.
Take your marks.
Should have every lane filled from here on in. From lane 1, Basingstoke's Rhys Capri, Amershams Casper Clark, Portsmouth North Sea's Lucas Lovell, Eastbourne Stanley Yeats, Portsmouth North Sea again, Byron Sal Tucker this time, Tigers Jacob Watson, Romsey and Totten's Edward Greenaway, and Rushmore Royals Raul de Gregorio. Anything between 205 and 208 in the pool. Once again, all 15 years of age. And Eastbourne's Stanley Yeats looking to take our second heat. He was that 205 mentioned a moment ago. And he's going to be around about that. Might not quite beat that time. But it'll be a heat win regardless. 33.48 for his final split. Gave him a 206.4. This is heat number 3.
Take your marks.
Heat number 3 from lane 1. Far side today. Mr. Bluefin's Josh Scrivener. Elmbridge Phoenix Nick Holloway. Brighton's Chris Hind. Maidenhead's Lucas Bryant. Eastbourne's Matt Clark. Wickham teammates in 6 and Southern, Ethan Wills and Jackson Schwederski. And Brighton's Leonardo Masserini in 8. Sub 60 seconds to halfway by Matt Clark, only one of the 8 to do that. 59.61. And there's a little bit of change, lanes 7 and 8, which is Świderski and Masserini. In fact, in 4 coming back is Lucas Bryant as well. So a 4-man swim. In fact, it is lane number 8. And that is Masserini. And don't worry, I know you can't see his name. He was definitely there. We'll get his time for you as well. There it is, 2:03.95. Winning time for Masserini. This is heat number 4.
Take your marks.
So don't worry, we know there's 8 in the pool, but only 7 on the scoreboard. All of the times are being recorded, as we just saw with Masserini's in heat number 3. We will get that rectified ASAP for you. In heat 4, Rafael Palmer, Joe Bradshaw, Jacob Pillinger, Dimitrios Gunayes, Ben van der Halstrati, Harley Williams, Joshua Dunning, and Lucas Awanya. Halfway leader was Abingdon Vale's Gunayes. However, as you can see in lane 2, his teammate Joe Bradshaw has taken the number 1 spot. Palmer, in fact, moves into 2nd. And that might be the way it finishes. Bradshaw 2:02.73 coming in. He might just get picked off here by Palmer in the last couple of metres. Storming finish, does take it, 2:02.51. Half a second off his best. This is heat number 5.
Take your marks.
And lane 8 does now exist, as you can see, all fixed. In the pool, Dan Oliver, Mikhail Naumovic, Luke Bolton, Ben Guthrie, Alex Moore, Joe Ajayi, Luke Moore, and Alan Paramanzo. Could see our first sub 2 minutes in heat number 5 of 9. Ben Guthrie, 1:59.95 on the entry. All happening down the centre, Luke Bolton leading. And he's looking pretty good for that sub 2. His entry was a 2:01, so sub 2 would be a massive leap down in times for him. Gonna get it easily. 1:58.2 for Bolton. Alexander Moore also got sub 2 minutes. Lovely stuff in heat number 5. This is heat number 6.
Take your marks.
In heat number 6, Leo Nichols, Freddie van der Leest, Dan Fallon, Charlie Toms, Finley Richardson, Rufus Parry, Tom Long and Joe Buxton. Finley Richardson, 15-year-old, youngest in the pool in heat number 6, representing Guildford City. Every single one of these guys now, sub 2 minutes on the entry. Not going to get a clean sweep though, quite split from front to back. Nice finish coming from Dan Fallon in 3. He's just going to miss out on the pursuits of Richardson. 1:58 and 1:59 for those two guys. Just 2 of them under 2 minutes. This is heat number 7.
Take your marks.
These are going to start getting very quick now. Liam Hamp, Archie Hawkins, Morgan Davies, Christian Dutoft, Jake Chesworth, Marcus Hay, Alexander Andrews and Alex Yausman. Down to 154 and 155. Three consecutive sub-30 second splits for Chesworth. 29.10 that time. And he's going to be the first guy to go close to that 154, 155 time. 155.36, the 17-year-old from Maxwell came in with. And this could be closer to one, well, it's going to be around about that, isn't it? Yeah, 155-ish. 155 right on it, 0.41 for the win. 156 is for Dutoft and Davies. This is heat number 8.
Take your marks.
Penultimate heat in our opening event. Sam Williams, Albert Brudge, Jeremy Williams, Hayden Annan, Nathan Potter, Justin Christie, Alex Bacon and Tom Jennings. Just 17 years and over in this heat. However, in heat number 9, we have a 15-year-old. Wow. Coming back down the middle, Annan and Potter. 154 and 155, although tightly matched in heat number 8. And Nathan Potter will just kick on in the last 10 metres to take the heat win. They'll both be in the final later. 155.07, they can both go a little bit quicker. This is heat number 9.
Take your marks.
Final heats, opening event, Ollie Pope, Jimmy Taylor, Matthew Defanes, Harry Wynne Jones, Maxwell Adams, Sam Sterry, Monty Smith, and Jack Booth Rudd. Harry Wynne Jones, 151 for the City of Milton Keynes swimmer. 19 years of age, our most senior age category this weekend. And Monty Smith in lane number 7, 15 years of age. Youngest of the last 24 competitors. And this will be a walk in the park for Wynne Jones. Also, no medals on the line here. That will be coming up later after all of our heats this morning. But what a message to the rest of the field this is. 151.99. And he can go faster as well. 57s for Adams and Sterry.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool, please.
On to our next event, and the start of the girls' competition is the 200-metre backstroke. This is heat number 1.
Take your marks.
Once again, we will have 9 heats. In the pool, first up, from lane 3, Ashford's Ciara Flischer, Maxwell's Isabel Cox, Elmbridge Phoenix, Catherine Lamb, and Reigns Madeline Ridley. All of them 2:33. And Lamb will lead into your final 50 metres, just a couple of seconds over Ridley, Cox, and then Flisher. Not a huge difference between the 9 heats in terms of times. It starts with 2:33 and gets down into the, so it's just under sub 2:20. A 2:35 for Catherine Lamb. Good enough for a win in heat number 1.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool, please.
This is heat number 2.
Take your marks.
In the pool in heat number 2, Olivia Then, Caitlin Way, Amy Sermon, Sophie Duckworth, Diana Gore, Elizabeth Powell, Alexa Miles and Isabel Stevenson. Pretty much a 3-way lead. Miles 1:14.19. Duckworth 0.02 of a second ahead. And then Olivia Then. Again, they turn within a couple of tenths of each other. Lovely head-to-head into the last few metres, but it will be Duckworth, 2:32.33. Miles did pull back a little bit of time on that final split, just missing out by 13 hundredths of a second in the end.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool, please.
This is heat number 3.
Take your marks.
Heat number 3, you're watching Chennai Cheza, Sophia James, Ariane Ivanova, Bo Buckley, Emmeline Hutchison, Rosie Pope, Emily Ainsworth Fletcher and Amy Connor. Now I do have the finalists for the boys 200 freestyle coming up. I'll read through those in the next heat. First of all, let's complete the race in front of us. It is Bo Buckley of Tigers leading. And she'll win the heat. And she might go sub 2:30. Oh. No, just outside. 2:30.79 for Buckley.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool, please.
This is heat number 4.
Take your marks.
So those finalists in the 200 freestyle for the boys in the 15-year age group: Wycombe's Monty Smith, Guildford's Finlay Richardson, Brighton's Leonardo Massarini, Maidenhead's Lucas Bryant, Guildford's Lucas Awanya, Eastbourne's Stanley Yeats, Amersham's Casper Clark, and Portsmouth North Sea's Lucas Lovell. Reserves are Jacob Watson, Josh Scrivener, Ernest Hill, and Fraser Adamson. In the 16-year final, current finalists are Guildford's Morgan Davies, Portsmouth North Sea's Tom Jennings, Wycombe teammates Rufus Perry and Marcus Hay, Leatherhead's Raphael Palmer, Hastings Seagull Harley Williams, Eastbourne's Matt Clark, and Wycombe's Jackson Schwiderski. Reserves are Ethan Wills, Christopher Hind, and Nicholas Holloway. In the 17-year final, Maxwell's Jake Chesworth, Royal Tunbridge Wells Hayden Annan, Tigers Sam Sterry, Tigers Matthew Defanes, Mid-Sussex Marlins Alex Andrews, Wycombe District's Alexander Moore, Leatherhead's Luke Moore, and Milton Keynes Ben Guthrie. Reserves are Tom Long, Alex Yausman, Sam Williams, and Demetrios Gonaias. I'll do the 18 and overs in just a minute, because we're coming to the end of our heat number 4. And it's a 2-woman race for it. Katie McNish and Chloe Edwards. And it will be the latter. The Royal Tunbridge Wells monster swimmer, 16 years of age, 2:26, new fastest time, and a heat 4 win.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
This is heat number 5.
Take your marks.
And those finalists in the 18 and over men's 200 freestyle: Milton Keynes Harry Wynne Jones, Maidenhead's Nathan Potter, Guildford's Christian Dutoft, Wycombe's Maxwell Adams, Sevenoaks Albert Branch, Wycombe's Luke Bolton, University of Surrey's Jimmy Taylor, and Thanet's Archie Hawkins. Reserves are Jack Booth Rudd, Alex Bacon, Daniel Fallon, and Oliver Pope. There are 15 minutes for withdrawals. "15 minutes for any withdrawals from the boys' 200-metre freestyle finals. Heat number 5, you're watching Ruthie Galloway, Recycle, Edith Hamilton, Jemima Saul, Abigail Hogben. Then we jump to Danica Forster and Eleanor Isles. Once again, all down the yellow lane ropes, and it will be Jemima Saul to 18-19, 16-year-old for Portsmouth North Sea.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
This is heat number 6.
Take your marks.
Taking part in heat number 6, Serena Gill, Caitlin Semple, Creswyn Smith, Elizabeth Wakefield, Kaylin Arundel, Catherine McBride, Paige Austin Burrows, and Lilia Fornasia. It's Fornasia, leader on the outside. We haven't seen that many times this morning. Only 15 or so races into our day. Saw it plenty at Winchester last weekend. Even in the medal races, there seemed to be a lot of wins and medals from lanes 1, 2, 7 and 8. Had no effect on the results at all. But now comes Eliza Wakefield in the middle. Fornasia holding on to second. And what a final 75 metres for Eliza Wakefield. Not quite quick enough to beat Fornasia. Lovely race between those two. You may see them again later in a final too.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
This is heat number 7.
Take your marks.
Heat 7 into our 3 fast heats now. Cara Redford, Lucia Lopez, Isla Ince, Tegan Matthews, Ruby Stevenson, Charlotte Hayden, Amelie Bissett and Erin Stewart. Oh, a much closer heat in 7. Look at this. 146s for Stevenson, Hayden, Lopez and Redford. Here comes Ince and Matthews too. Someone's got to win it. Charlotte Hayden will lead them into the wall. Wearing the green cap of Wickham District, just 15 years of age. Her win though, 2:21.76.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
This is heat number 8.
Take your marks.
This is our penultimate heat to the first girls' event of the day. Clara Guinness, Jessica Hum, Amber Likely, Jessica Gable, Megan Hansford, Lucy Block, Cara Muller and Megan Johnson taking part. Can we see a sub 2:20? 2 of the girls have achieved that. In fact, well under 2:15 and 2:16s for Gable and Hansford. And in fact, Amber Likely also a 2:18 swimmer. Jess Gable and Lucy Bott, 1:45s. At all times they're looking to get the fastest 8 in their age group. During the next event, I will read out when we've got them, the finalists for these 4 age groups. Jessica Gable, definitely going to be one of those for Royal Tunbridge Wells. 17-year-old. She will make her final in a 2:20.94. All of them to be confirmed.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
This is heat number 9.
Take your marks.
On to our next event. It's the girls' 50-metre butterfly. This is heat number 1.
Take your marks.
And once again, we'll have 14 heats, as we just had for the boys. First up, Skinner, Long, Tyson and Reedhead. Will be Freya Long, 30.61. Just over a second ahead of her entry time for the Romsey and Totten swimmer. Reedhead, 44 coming in, and 44 in the heat as well. This is heat number 2.
Take your marks.
In heat 2, Clelo, Chambers, Askew, Roberts, Izzet, Waller, Apps and Tovey. 16 and 17-year-olds. Is it Maisie Chambers in lane 2? Yes, 30.77, the only girl to go under 31 seconds in the heat. This is heat number 3.
Take your marks.
In the pool, Fisher, Galloway, Palmer, Richmond, Stewart, Christopherson, Holgate and Gore. And Rachel Holgate in Southern. Very nice indeed, 30.26, top stuff. Heat number 4.
Take your marks.
Hansford, McCready, Hurd Norrish, Gill, Chapman, King, Evans and Bethel. All of them 31 seconds and a little bit of spare change on the entry times. Somebody always steps up, don't they? Is it Alicia Bethel this time? Yes, 30.96, goes sub 31 for the first time. This is heat number 5.
Take your marks.
Talalio, Duckworth, Dodd, Redford, Alampi, Hunt, Wooland and Townsend. No, it's going to be lane number 6. No, 8. Wow, Townsend, 30.7. This is heat number 6.
Take marks.
McManus, Pollard, Harkin, Gray, Thornton, Sermon, Raymarie and Ramsey. Every age group involved in heat 6. We'll edge our way towards sub 30 seconds at some point, not quite yet. I might be wrong. Just outside 30.47 for Sienna Raymarie. This is heat number 7.
Take your marks.
And this takes us to the halfway point of this event. Involved Faherty, Chen, Williamson, Ryan, Diller, Symington, Grantham and Thorpe. Again, all age groups involved. A really great mix here. Lily Della, 30-33. That takes 0.33 off her entry as well. This is heat number 8.
Take your marks.
Oxley, Marshall, Ray, Smith, Johnston, Barnard and Elford. And this is a quick start from Kelsey and Madeline Ray. No relation, spelt ever so slightly differently. It's Madeline Ray that moves towards the wall at 30.4. This is heat number 9.
Take your marks.
Marshall, Chambers, Forey, Pavlidis, Rogers Mills, Johnston, Desiderio and Cupoletta. It might be the latter. In lane number 8, Luisa Cupoletta. Now Hempenstall, 29.63, first to go sub 30. This is heat number 10.
Take your marks.
Borghese, Johnston, Saldana, Reed, Rogers, O'Mahony, Curtis and Goodale. So O'Mahony ahead of Johnson. Yes, it is. Both sub 30, 29.28 and 29.76. This is heat number 11.
Take your marks.
Hamilton, Lambert, Truswell, Price, Brabin, Huckle, Isaacson and Arundel. Once again, but look towards 5, Lily Brabin. 19-year-old for Abington Vale, 30.2. This is heat number 12.
Take your marks.
Davy, Weston, Dewsbury, Martin, Musial, Gale, Ianu and Austin Burrows. Expect to see some flashes down the centre now into our last 3 heats. Every swimmer in the last 3 heats has gone sub 30 to enter this event. Look at these times. 4 of them go that way. 29.41 for Martin. Wins it by 0.02 of a second. This is heat number 13.
Take your marks.
Penultimate heat, Williams, Mortimer, Knocker, Thornburg, Hind, Oliver and King. Ella Thornburg rushing to finish this one. 28.3, quickest time we've seen by a distance. One more to come. This is heat number 14.
Take your marks.
And in it, Lever, Stone, Nightingale, Ellis, King, Compton, Thornton, Rolls and Sawyer. King and Compton, your favourites, 28 seconds and 0.8 in fact for Compton. And Sophie King will take it, 28.97. And that concludes the heats in the 50 fly for the girls. Shortly go back to the boys for their 100 metre backstroke. I'll be reading out finalists in the 200 back and the 50 metre breaststroke as soon as I physically can during these heats, so please listen up for them. It'll be the 200 back first. And that'll be the first thing I do at the start of these heats, read out those finalist names.
Test start.
So we move on to the 100 metre backstroke for the boys. This is heat number 1.
Take your marks.
Okay, as promised, the 200-metre backstroke finalists in the girls' competition. 15-year-olds, Wycombe's Catherine Williams, Wycombe's Charlotte Hayden, Larkfield's Cara Redford, Guildford's Isla Ince, Bicester Bluefin's Elizabeth Wakefield, Medway Maritime Madison Notley, Royal Tunbridge Wells Reese Huckle, and Wycombe District Danica Forster. Reserves are Serena Gill, Emily Ainsworth Fletcher, Rosie Pope and Ruthie Galloway. In the 16-year competition, finalists are Maxwell's Holly Waymond, Guildford's Tegan Matthews, Royal Tunbridge Wells, 3 of them, Amelia Oliver, Chloe Edwards and Lilia Fornasia, Aylesbury and District's Megan Johnson, Atlantis Katie McNish, and Portsmouth Northsea Jemima Saul. Reserves are Hazel Ann Carter, Bo Buckley, Caitlin Semple and Edith Hamilton. I'll read the next 2 age groups in just a moment because we have a winner in heat number 1 already. Lucas Lovell, 1:07.15, which is 1/100th of a second quicker than his entry time. They all count.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
This is heat number 2.
Take your marks.
Finalists in the 200 back women's 17 years. Tunbridge Wells Jessica Gable, Milton Keynes Lucia Lopez, Milton Keynes Ruby Stevenson, Southern Oaks Maisie Chambers, Tigers Clara Guinness, Black Lions Kaylin Arundel, Rushmore Royals Sophie Duckworth and Chalfont Otters Freya Tang. Reserves are Liana Gore, Emmeline Hutchison and Isabel Cox. And in the 18 and overs, finalists are Black Lions Mia Collier, Guildford's Nicole Ryan, University of Surrey's Lucy Block, Rushmore Royals Jessica Hum, Tigers Megan Hansford, Portsmouth Northsea Amber Likely, Thanet's Abigail Hogben and Wycombe District's Yolandi Rupa Singh. Reserves are Emily Bissett, Jodie Williams, Erin Stewart and Paige Austin Burrows. You've got 5 minutes for any withdrawals from those. 5 minutes for withdrawals from the 200 back final for the girls. And winner in heat number 2, Charlie Bryce, 1:05.34. How well timed is that?
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
Again, you got 5 minutes for withdrawals from the 200 back. This is heat number 3.
Take your marks.
Now, finalists in the boys 50-metre breaststroke. 15-year-olds, Guildford's Frederick Dutoft, Basingstoke's Pieris Donnelly, Chichester's Charlie Stevenson, Newport Pagnell's Yanhan Tan, Whitney and District's Ayan Veria, Wycombe District's Adam Maraf, Eastbourne's Rudy Clements and Elbridge Phoenix Samuel Hall. Reserves are Oscar Farthing, George Souter, George Goodwin and Elias Clench. And I'll read the next one in the next heat because the boys are getting too fast now. Heat number 3. Every age group represented in heat number 3, that's quite rare. Sam Simpson looking to take a win here for Reed School. And does, 1:04.9. 1.2 seconds off his best.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
This is heat number 4.
Take your marks.
16-year-old finalists in the 50 breast. Tunbridge Wells' Aaron Bissett, Winchester's Arthur Grundy, Tunbridge Wells' Aubrey Armada Bennett, Wantage Whitehorse's Ben Cooper, Eastbourne's Clay Naylor, Shiverer's Harry Underwood, Leatherhead's Matthew Moore, Maxwell's Malachi Woods, and your reserves, Dominic Adams, Cale Tennant, and Lucas Cheshire. In the 17 years, Tigers' Philip Navaki, Guildford's Tom Williams, Sevenoaks' Demi Ali, Basingstoke's Oliver Smith, Abingdon Vale teammates Harrison Wright and Ralph Allen, Wickham's Armand Gullien, Rushmore Royals' Luke Buckingham, and your reserves, Christopher Emblin and Dominic Teodorescu. 18-year-olds coming up, or 18 and overs, I should say. Is this Ritchie or Yeats? It is Ritchie, 1:04.9, 1800s clear, only of Stanley Yeats.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
This is heat number 5.
Take your marks.
And those 18 and over finalists for the 50 breaststroke in the men's competition, Winchester's Pravin Mahendrakumar, Amersham's Michael Grakev, Abingdon Vale's Can Chijaitin, Shiverer's Leon Taylor, Maxwell's Kenji McDade, Abingdon Vale's Caden Silla, Woking's Max Friedman, Windsor's Nicholas Season Fair, and your reserves, Nathan Walford, Andrew Hooper, Matt Burrows and Archie Neal. 5 minutes to pull out of the 50-metre breaststroke finals. 5 minutes. Right, back to racing now. And in lane number 7, William Hardy, 19-year-old from Winchester City Penguins. 1:03.92, top stuff.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
Just quickly, a DQ announcement for you. Event number 605, which is this event. Heat number 3, lane 2. Disqualification, this event. Heat 3, lane 2, technical infraction. This is heat number 6.
Take your marks.
Heat 6 takes us to halfway through this event. From lane 1, you got Dan Turner, Jake Branch, Angelo Acco, Philip Grigoris, George Russell Ross, Ben van der Helstraat, Tom Melville, and Josh Scrivener.
We've got some
between Dan Turner and then in 5, George Russell Ross here. And it will be George that comes home first, 103.94.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
Halfway through our penultimate event of our first session. Officially session number 10 of the entire age group championship. Youngsters are now our senior side. Heat number 7.
Take. Stand down, swimmers. Test. Test. Tester. Test. Test, test.
Okay, looks like a short delay.
Test. Yep, all good.
This is heat number 7.
Take your marks.
And we're off with Adrian Stork Willerdale, Sam Hall, Chris Emblin, George Chapman, Harry Clark, Oliver Pedra, Joseph Barnard and Finlay Richardson. We do just to make it into the sub 60 seconds. Heat 10, that might happen. Maybe, of course, maybe before. Doesn't look like anybody's can catch George Chapman in heat number 7. What a time. 1:02.23. Couple of tenths off his best.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
So 5 more heats in the 100 back. Then we'll finish the session with the girls 100 freestyle. There will then be a 20-minute break before the finals. This is heat number 8.
Take your marks.
Right, I've got the finalists here for the girls' 50-metre butterfly. First up, I'll do one per event now. The women's 15-year-olds. Finalists are Tunbridge Wells' Madeline Hind, Eastbourne's Harriet Stone, Hazelmere's Delilah Martin, Guernsey's Emma Borghese, Tunbridge Wells' Lily Della, Whitney and District's Annalise Elford, Fairham's Amy Furry, and Wycombe's Sienna Raymery. Reserves are Annabelle Barnard, Megan Thorpe, Freya Long, and Kira Oxley. That's your 15-year-olds. I'll try and squeeze in one age group per heat now. Heat number 8. And in lane 5, Tom Long is going to win in 1:01.42. We get quicker and quicker.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
16-year-old finalists, 50 fly. Tunbridge Wells' Alana Nightingale Ellis, Aaron Trident's Katie Oliver, Wycombe District's Annabelle Compton, Elbridge Phoenix Amy Hempenstall, Wokin's Tegan Gale, Chichester's Libby Johnson, Tunbridge Wells' Amelia Oliver, Whitney and District's Hattie Lever. Reserves are Rachel Holgate, Harriet Rogers, Scarlett Davey, and Kelsey Ray. That's the 16-year-olds. This is heat number 9.
Take your marks.
Seventeen-year-old finalists, 50-metre fly in the girls. Reed Sophie Knocker, Mid-Sussex Marlins Bethany King, Reed's Eleni Ianu, Atlantis Isabella Sawyer, Elbridge Phoenix Louisa Kipoletta, Winchester City Penguins Alexandra Rolls, Whitney and District's Maya Saldana, and Farnham's Bronwyn Price. Reserves are Isabel Townsend, Maisie Chambers, Alice Alampi, and Chloe Desiderio. That's the 17-year-olds. 18 and over coming up in a moment. In heat 9, two-man race, which is going to be won by Jack Robinson by the looks of things. Oh, 1 minute and 21 hundredths. We are getting close to sub 60 seconds.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
And the 18 and over 50 fly girls finalists Crawley's Ella Thornburg, Woking's Sophie King, Farnham's Hannah O'Mahony, University of Surrey's Zoe Musial, Bracknell's Daisy Dewsbury, University of Surrey Maisie Thornton, and Rushmore Royal teammates Constance Mortimer and Paige Austin Burrows. Reserves are Lilia Curtis, Lily Brabin, Alice Weston and Nicole Ryan. This is heat number 10.
Take your marks.
5 minutes for any withdrawals from those 50-metre fly finals. 5 minutes, coaches. Into our final 3 heats then of the 100 back. Mock, Jajescu Spears, Guthrie, Hope, Parry, Reedhead, Sheriff and Cox. Once again, lane 4, Oliver Pope now. Thanet Swim Club, 19 years old, winning time 59.81. We go sub 60. Fantastic.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
And that DQ from earlier, it was an incorrect lane call. So it was event 605, and it was heat 3, lane 2. Heat 3, lane 2 in this event. Disqualification, technical infraction. This is heat number 11.
Take your marks.
Penultimate heat in our penultimate event of the session. McCarthy, Eden, Haig, Dutoft, Thompson, Ireland, Drew and Papworth. 4 men, sub 60 coming in. 28.94 for halfway, Isaac Thompson. The lead into the last 15 metres. Look at this for a time. 59.82, another one sub 60. Maybe saving themselves for finals.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
One more then, and then to finish this session, or this part of the session, it'll be the girls' 100 freestyle. One more for the boys though. This is heat number 12.
Take your marks.
Once again, 4 men can go sub 60 or have on the entries. In the pool, Taylor, Gale, Poulton, Armstrong, Bissett, Smith, Kelly and Buxton. Armstrong will lead them home. The University of Surrey swimmer, 56.54 his entry. He's the quickest by a couple of seconds in the entire competition. How fast is this going to be? 56.78, there you go. Well, streets ahead and can go faster.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool to the sides, please.
And now over to the girls. The final event of this session is the 100-meter freestyle. This is heat number 1.
Take your marks.
From lane 2, Ashford's Aaliyah Flisher, Royal Tunbridge Wells Fern Snedden in 3, then Jersey's Rebecca Hardy-Bishop, Maxwell's Amanda Reedhead in 5, Mid-Sussex Marlin's Genevieve Hunter in 6, and Wickham District's Eloise Mears is in lane number 7. And it's the 24-year-old from Jersey, Hardy-Bishop, a 109 on the entry time. I mean, just outside that with a 110.57. Snedden was a 124 and Reedhead a 121. Snedden just bang on her entry time. Reedhead just outside. Hunter just under 130. Flisher 131. And Eloise Mears was a 146 coming into this one. And she will beat that by 2.5 seconds.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool to the sides.
This is heat number 2.
Take your marks.
In heat 2, Desiderio, Westcott, no Redford. To have Holgate, Townsend, Reed, Holligan and Marshall. Will be Rachel Holgate, the 16-year-old Aaron Trident, 102.55 coming in, 101.49 in the heat. This is heat number 3.
Take your marks.
Now, anyone that competed last night in the 800 metres, there are still medals to collect from last night. So if you medalled in the 800 metres yesterday evening, please collect your medals from the medal table. They're waiting for you. In heat 3, Johnston, Ray, Wakefield, Hunt, Seacombe, Powell, Dodd and Coles. All of them 102s. Quite confident that won't be the case in about 5 metres time. Madeline Ray, there we go, 101.24. This is heat number 4.
Take your marks.
I've got the finalists for the men's 100 backstroke. First up, 15-year-olds. Wickham's Monty Smith, Portsmouth's Byron Sal Tucker, Elmbridge Sam Hall, Maxwell's Alfie Toms, Basingstoke's Oliver Pedra, Guildford's Finlay Richardson, Milton Keynes at Finlay Wood, Reed's Sam Simpson, and Bracknell and Wokingham's Callum Ritchie. Reserves, Stanley Yeats, Philip Gregoris, Charlie Stevenson. Other age groups coming up. That's a good showing by Hannah O'Mahony in Southern. Crikey, 101.35 for her, 18-year-old from Farnham.
Thank you, swimmers. We clear the pool to the sides. Clear the pool to the sides.
This is heat number 5.
Take your marks.
Sixteen-year-old finalist in the 100 back boys. Tigers Isaac Thompson, Reeds Jack Robinson, Tunbridge Wells Aaron Bissett, Maidenhead's Jonathan Ireland, Wickham's Zach Sheriff, Black Lions Oscar Collier, Wickham's Marcus Hay, Thanet's Harry Cox. Reserves are George Russell Ross, Charlie Francis, Dan Turner and Oliver Charman. That is your 16-year-olds. Heat 5, and this time Katie McNish, 1 minute 69. .8 off her entry. This is heat number 6.
Take your marks.
17-year-old finalists in the men's 100 back. Milton Keynes, Ben Guthrie, Chelford Otters, Ethan Richards Knight, Bracknell and Wokingham's Eden McCarthy, Gravesend's Tom Long, Farnham's James Parry, Guildford City's Christian Gale, Guildford City's Jacob Kelly, and White Oak's Vince Mock. Reserves are Adrian Stork Willerdale, Joseph Mottram, Dan Papworth and Matthew Metcalf. 18-year-olds coming up next. Halfway through our final event of the session. And this one's a bit tighter, going the way of Callahan in 5, or actually might be Borghese. Yeah, it is, 105, 21 hundredths between them. This is heat number 7.
Take your marks.
Eighteen-year-old finalists in the 100 back men's. University of Surrey's Alex Armstrong, Thanix Oliver Pope, Guildford's Christian Dutoft, Elmbridge's Calvin Gegescu Spears, Guildford's Joseph Reedhead, Wickham's Luke Poulton, Portsmouth Northsea's Dan Wass, and Elmbridge's Frederick van der Leest. Reserves are George Chapman, Dan Fallon, Samuel Drew, and Jacob Palmer. 5 minutes to withdraw from the 100-metre backstroke finals. And back in the pool, blanket finish, led by Bo Buckley, 101 on the nose. This is heat number 8.
Take your marks.
From lane 1, Thorpe, Ainsworth, Fletcher, Fornasia, Kipoletta, Perkins, Lever, Menlove and Hind. The Elmbridge Phoenix swimmer in the middle, leading the way in the red cap, Kipoletta. 1 minute and 29 hundredths. Who's going to go sub 60 first? This is heat number 9.
Take your marks.
And a disqualification notice for you. It is this event, 606, heat 6, lane 2. This event, heat 6, lane 2, DQ, technical infraction. In the pool, Holligan, Brabin, Pashley, Oliver, Hagberg, Austin Burrows, Goodale and Williams. Emma Hagberg, 59.71, we do go sub 60. This is heat number 10.
Take your marks.
From lane 1, Matthews, Seong, Smith, Hum, Murphy, Thornburg, Dickinson and Kaluki. Lane 3, Amelie Smith, the Tunbridge Wells 15-year-old, 57.81. Crikey. Heat number 11.
Take your marks.
Penultimate heat of session 10. Chapman, Balmantati, Hempenstall, Rivet, Richards, Seong, Hilgrim and Keane. That is Darcy Revitt going very nicely indeed. 56.55 her entry time. We've seen one time in the 57s. Are we going to get another? Yes, we are. 57.22 for Revitt. Brilliant, and 4 under 60. Heat number 12.
Take your marks.
There will be a 20-minute break after this heat. Before we come back for our finals, a 20-minute break coming up. In this last heat, Hansford, Gable, Quinn, Compton, Gale, Young, Hopwood and Massey. Compton, not a shock to see her leading to halfway. 56.45 was her entry. 16-year-old only for Wickham District. In fact, 4 16-year-olds in this last heat. There'll be another 57-seconder here. 57.43 for Compton. And 5 sub-60 in total. So that is our last heat for the time being. We now have a 20-minute break for all. Officials, that means you too. Go and get some something to drink, eat, or a bit of fresh air. 20-minute break. So 12:25, we begin our first lot of finals for this 3.5-day weekend. So don't go too far, 20-minute break, and we'll come back for our finals.
Okay, I have the finalists for the women's 100-metre freestyle in the 15-year-old age group. Emily Smith, Morgan Pashley, Emma Borghese, Madeline Hind, Jessica Perkins, Megan Thorpe, Lily Della, Kaya Wilbel, and the reserves are Catherine Williams, Layla Clare, Harriet Stone and Amy Forey. In the 16-year-old age group, the finalists are Annabelle Compton, Tegan Gale, Alice Young, Amy Hempelstall, Emma Hegberg, Holly Hopwood, Katie Oliver, and I have to apologise for my pronunciation on this one. Sakindra Val... I'm not even going to try that one, sorry. And the reserves are Katie McNish, Bo Buckley, Rachel Hulgate, and Lilia Fornasia. In the 17-year-old age group, we have Hannah Murphy, Daniela Sayol, Louise Kipoleta, Maisie Dickinson, Sky Austin Burrows, Jessica Gable, Lucia Lopez, and Kathleen Arundel. And the reserves are Ruby Stewart, Bethany King, Isabel Townsend, and Rita Luanes. In the 18-year-old age group, Darcy Rivet, Jessica Hum, Ella Thornburg, Sophie Seal, Rosie Richards, Annabelle Quinn, Renia Cal... How do we pronounce that one? Kaluki, Alicia Massey, and the reserves are Mia Gooddale, Isabella Callaghan, Lily Brabin, Bridget Chapman. Apologies to all those names I just massacred. And if you could please withdraw within 5 minutes.
Results of the female 100-metre freestyle para-swimming. Gold medal goes to Fern Snedden, silver to Rebecca Hardy-Bishop, and bronze to Amanda Reedhead. You'll be able to collect your medals in about 2 minutes, and we'll publish the full results on the wall.
This is a test start. Test start. Take your marks.
So we are moments away from getting our final session cracking on. However, I'm just waiting for a start sheet so I can tell you who is in the races. And then we will get going. There'll be 24 finals in total. 200 metres, 50 metres, 100 metres, a bit of everything coming up. And this is how all of our sessions will run this weekend. We do all the heats, have a 20-minute break, and then our finals. So 24 gold medals are about to be won over the next, let's say, 35, 40 minutes or so. Okay, so we've got 4 or 5 minutes, in fact, because we're just making sure all of our paperwork is in order up here. I've got my start sheet now. I can see who's swimming. We just need to make sure everybody has got the right paperwork. You can, up in the balcony, you can see some red shirts all huddled over the computer, making sure everything's done correctly. Okay, everyone is ready. We've got our paperwork. We can go finals racing. We're going to kick off with the 200-meter freestyle. Every single race, every single day, make a little bit of noise, please. Taking part in your 15-year-old final. From lane 1 onwards, representing Amersham, Casper Clark. In 2 for Guildford City, Lucas Owenya. In 3 for Brighton, Leonardo Masserini. In 4 for Wickham Districts, Monty Smith. In 5 for Guildford City, Finlay Richardson. In 6 for Maidenhead, Lucas Bryant. In 7 for Eastbourne, Stanley Yeats. And in 8 for Portsmouth Northsea, Lucas Lovell. This is your 15-year-old 200-meter freestyle final.
Take your marks.
Right then, the first of 24 finals. Can you believe it? An observation there. we had a 5-minute or so gap between initially standing on the starting blocks and then actually getting going. So 7 of the swimmers sat back down. Casper Clark stood looking down his lane like an arrow, focused, the young man from Amersham. Now, 2 guys here went sub 2 minutes, Monty Smith and Finlay Richardson, and they are going head to head through the first 100 metres. The advantage with Smith, 57 seconds for 2 of them on the first split. Another 2, Awayenya and Massarini, under 60 seconds. There was around 8 seconds separating the entire first 8. And he'll come into the final 50 metres, Monty Smith, with a lead of around about 2 seconds, a 29-second split on that 50. 131s and 133s. Lucas Bryant into 3rd place now. But nobody is going to stop Monty Smith here. 158.7 in the heats. He was only 22 hundredths quicker than Finlay Richardson. But it's going to be more than that to take a gold medal in our first final of the weekend. And it's a 155.93 for gold for the Wickham District swimmer. Silver for Richardson, and bronze goes the way of Massarini, the Brighton swimmer, standing on the podium.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool to the sides.
Next up, your 16-year-old final, taking part from lane 1 onwards, Eastbourne's Matthew Clark. In 2, Leatherhead's Raphael Palmer. In 3, Wickham District's Rufus Parry. In 4, for Guildford City, Morgan Davies. In 5, for Portsmouth North Sea, Tom Jennings. In 6, for Wickham Districts, Marcus Hay. In 7, for Hastings Seagulls, Harley Williams. And in 8, for Wickham Districts, Jackson Shvedersky. This is your 16-year-old final.
Take your marks.
Now, as always, with any result that we call from up here, do wait for official clarification from those in the timing suite or the timing balcony. We'll call things as we see them. Clarification 100% comes from our officials. It was Morgan Davies, 156.39 was his time earlier on today. Seems like a long time ago now. That was around about 9:30 this morning. Had to wait, what's that, 3 hours for this final. 56.81 to halfway, and in fact 6 of those men sub 60 seconds through 100 metres. This is looking like a closer contest. In lane 6, Marcus Hay. And in 5, Thomas Jennings. Is this becoming a 3-way battle? It is at the moment. In fact, in 3s, Rufus Parry's getting involved in this too. And Morgan Davies kicks on with 50 to swim. And he'll let the rest battle out for silver and bronze, but he wants gold. Into the last 10. Morgan Davies, the Guildford City swimmer, 156 in the heats, a gold medal in the final, courtesy of a 155.72. Silver for Tom Jennings and a bronze for Rufus Perry. Wonderful battle, and he is absolutely delighted.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool to the sides. Clear the pool.
Those times all confirmed for you. On to our 17-year-old final. From lane 1 onwards, representing Leatherhead, Luke Moore. In 2, Mid-Sussex Marlins, Alexander Andrews. In 3 for Tigers, Sam Sterry. In 4 for Maxwell, Jake Chesworth. In 5 for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, Hayden Annan. In 6 for Tigers of Jersey, Matt Defanes. In 7 for Wickham Districts, Alex Moore. And in 8 for Black Lion, Alex Yausman. This is your 17-year-old final.
Take your marks.
So no Alex Yausman in 8, so 7 competing for gold in the 17-year final. 155s for Chesworth and Annan. And 6 of the 8 sub 2 minutes. Will this be a Maxwell v Royal Tunbridge Wells race? Not right now, because Sam Sterry of Tigers and Andrews of Mid-Sussex Marlins also stick 6 in there. Matt Defanes, the Tigers teammate. Chesworth, Sterry, Annan, Andrews, your top 4. Always great to see the support right on the pool side. And 4 is starting to become 3. It might become 2. In the end, it's got to be 1. Look at this. All turning in 26s, Sterry, Chesworth and Annan. 2 tenths to separate your top 3. On the turn, Tigers just falling away ever so slightly. But here comes Jake Chesworth and Maxwell in the white cap in lane 4. Oh, a great battle towards the wall here. Jake Chesworth and Hayden Annan. Hayden Annan moving into the lead here. He'll take it into the final 5 metres and get it, 154.82. Beats his heat time by a second for gold. Chesworth silver and Sam Sterry bronze. All times confirmed. Fantastic swimming. That's the racing we want to see.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool to the sides. Clear the pool.
And now our 18 and over final from lane 1 onwards. Representing Thanet, Archie Hawkins. In 2, Sevenoaks, Albert Branch. In 3, Guildford City's Christian Dutoft. In 4, City of Milton Keynes, Harry Wynne Jones. In 5 for Maidenhead, Nathan Potter. In 6 for Wickham Districts, Maxwell Adams. In 7 for Wickham Districts, Luke Poulton. And in 8 for Portsmouth North Sea, Jack Booth Rudd. This is your 18 and over final.
Take your marks.
And this will be the quickest of the lot, because Harry Wynne-Jones of Milton Keynes went 1:51.99 earlier today. 3 seconds quicker than anybody else in the entire field. Youngest in the pool, Luke Poulton, just 18, just squeezes into this age bracket. And already, look at Wynne-Jones go. Nathan Potter should be his biggest competitor, but right now it's between 4. We've got Albert Branch, Christian Dutoft, then in 5 and 6, Potter and Adams. But he's miles out in front of halfway, 53.95 through 100. Already a couple of seconds to the good. And it's Maxwell Adams right now looking like the challenger to that top spot, which will be a big ask. It might be more of just holding on to silver. Nathan Potter, little bit to do. He's got company in Dutoft in 3. 2.5 seconds to the good then. Wynne-Jones and Adams, Potter, and then Dutoft, that's your 4. But look at this for a victory. 1:51.99 in the heats. The time doesn't matter. Got gold round his neck, subject to clarification. And then in 6, Maxwell Adams, he'll pick up the silver. Back up top though, 1:52.44, good enough on a gold. Silver, Maxwell Adams, and bronze, Nathan Potter. Great battle for those guys for 2nd, 3rd and 4th.
Thank you,
And
swimmers.
a wonderful win.
Please clear the pool.
That is first class. As always, we just wait a few seconds to get these, get a thumbs up behind the scenes on these times. We did have 2 races, 2 finals last week at Winchester, where after we'd sort of thought we had gold, silver ones, there were a couple of DQs, so we always like to hold on, just in case. And we are getting the backstroke ledgers in too, so we've got a couple of seconds, that's absolutely fine. And it looks like all 8 have gone in first time. That does set a good tone. Right, we can move on. This is the girls now, first finals for them today in the 200 metre backstroke. First up, our 15-year-olds from lane 1 onwards, representing Royal Tunbridge Wells, Reese Huckle. In 2 for Bicester Bluefins, Elizabeth Wakefield. In 3 for Larkfield, Cara Redford. In 4 for Wickham Districts, Catherine Williams. In 5 for Wickham Districts, Charlotte Hayden. In 6 for Guildford City, Isla Ince. In 7 for Medway Maritime, Madison Notley. And in 8 for Wickham Districts, Danica Forster. This is your 15-year-old final.
Take your marks.
So our second block of finals now. All age groups in the girls 200 back. 2:21.48 was good enough to get Catherine Williams in lane 4. Her teammate next door, and another teammate forced it in 8. 3 representatives for Wickham District smoking the 200 back at their club. However, it is Cara Redford of Larkfield that leads on paper through 50, the earliest of stages. And the 4 in the centre, already just moving ever so slightly away. Eliza Wakefield will make it a 5, in fact, through 100 metres. Williams before Redford, Hayden, Ince and Wakefield. Elizabeth Wakefield just falling off that front 4 now after the turn at halfway. And 4 might even become 3 with Isla Ince of Guildford. It's just become a body length behind the front 2. Cara Redford. But it was the 2 girls in the middle, the teammates, that were a few seconds ahead of the field. So Cara Redford's having a really good swim here, because there should be on paper a few metres between the front 2 and anybody else. So she's got a name on bronze right now. Can she pick up one more and get on the second step? Doesn't look like it, because Wickham are going to lead us home in 1 and 2. Williams and Hayden, gold and silver for Wickham District. A 220, a pair of 220s. Brilliant work by the teammates. And Redford bronze, 2:23.07. So all 3 of our swimmers go quicker in the final.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
We are just starting to get our official results through, so if you're looking online, they are available now for our first set of events. The men's 200 free. Now on to our 16-year-old final. From lane 1 on, representing Portsmouth North Sea, Jemima Saul. In 2 for Royal Tunbridge Wells, Leah Fornasia. In 3, Royal Tunbridge Wells, Amelia Oliver. In 4 for Maxwell, Holly Waymond. In 5 for Guildford City, Tegan Matthews. In 6 for Royal Tunbridge Wells, Chloe Edwards. In 7 for Aylesbury and Districts, Megan Johnson. And in 8 for Wickham Districts, Hazel Ann Carter. Your 16-year-old final.
Take your marks.
So good to hear the noise, especially as there's 1 or 2 teams that make a real raucous noise for every swimmer of their club. It's brilliant. Now, standout swimmer in the 16-year-old class was Holly Waymond. Just about 3 seconds ahead of the bunch in the heats earlier on today. Don't always go to plan though. Saw some brilliant races last weekend, some wins. Gold medal we had from lane 8 in one of our finals. Might not be the case right here, because Waymond has started and she intends to finish at the front. She's at the tip of the pyramid in the pool. To her left and right, Oliver and Matthews, then Fornasia and Edwards. Exactly the order they qualified for this final in. And it's going to be a good couple of seconds. It is 2.25 to Oliver, then Matthews, Fornasia and Johnson. So as we see so often, there's a race for silver and bronze between 3 or 4, and there's often a standout athlete in each category, the girls or the boys open, and then in each event as well. And this time, it is Maxwell's Holly Waymond. It was 2.3, it is now just up to not far off 3.5 seconds. So well on their way to gold in 4. The race for silver and bronze, that is between Amelia Oliver and Tegan Matthews. Can't call it right now with 25 to swim. Teammates at poolside giving encouragement, but back to the top then. Holly Wayman from start to finish this one. Never in doubt, 2:19.94. Silver will go Tegan Matthews' way for Guildford City, 2:23. And Amelia Oliver, a bronze for Royal Tunbridge Wells Munson. Big smile on the face of our winner.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
Your 17-year-old finalists in lane 1 from Chalfont Otters, Freya Tang. In 2 for Black Lion, Kaylin Arundel. In 3 for Sevenoaks, Maisie Chambers. In 4, Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, Jessica Gable. In 5, City Milton Keynes, Lucia Lopez. In 6 for Tigers of Jersey, Clara Guinness. In 7 for Rushmore Royal, Sophie Duckworth. And in 8 for Larkfield, Liana Gore. This is your 17-year-old final.
Take your marks.
Already on our 17-year-old final. Final number 7 already of this session. Similar story again in the 17-year-olds where Jessica Gable was, well, I'm going to say only 2.3 seconds clear. It's a little bit less than we've seen thus far in the girls' finals. She was a 2:20.94. Lucia Lopez, Milton Keynes, 2:23.38. But other than lane draw, none of that really matters when we're in a final, because it is a shootout. First home, gold medal top step of the podium. Reminder, last night, 800-metre finals, still some of those medals to be collected. This is what you're all here fighting for. Please collect those 800-metre medals from last night. Turns with the lead, Gable and Lopez, Chambers, Guinness, exactly the order they qualified in the top 4. Clara Guinness will not want to finish 4th twice. At the moment, that is where she stands. Is Maisie Chambers coming back here? She absolutely is on Lucia Lopez and maybe even Gable. This could be a cracking last 50 metres. Barely any difference between them. Less than a second between your top 3. Will Gable move away? She'll be very aware of the danger. It's half her body length between her, about a quarter more to Chambers, but Lopez, her biggest competitor, be able to see both in her peripheral vision, but her mind only on one thing, touching home first into the final 5 metres. She does have that one stroke advantage and gets it done. 2:21.26, gold for Royal Tunbridge Wells and Gable. Sevenoaks Chambers bronze behind Lucia Lopez, Milton Keynes silver. Brilliant final.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
And finally, our 18 and over final in this event, from lane 1 on, representing Thanet Abigail Hogburn. In 2 for Tigers, Megan Hansford. In 3, University of Surrey, Lucy Block. In 4, Black Line, Mia Collier. In 5, Guildford City's Nicole Ryan. In 6, Rushmore Royals, Jessica Hum. In 7, Portsmouth North Sea's Amber Likely. And in 8, Wickham District's Yalindi Rupa Singh. It's your 18 and over final.
Take your marks.
Always the same, the slightly older the age group, the less parents, the less noise there is for each child that we read out, or youngster that we read out. This time. What have we got here? Oh, we're back up to 3 seconds, the difference, Black Line's Collier over Nicole Ryan and the rest of the gang. And look at that, not mucking about at all. And she'll lead at 50, 32.03. Over a second to the good. It's Block. And then Hansford in 3rd place. Nicole Ryan sitting in 6th right now. That's maybe unexpected after the heats. The most experienced swimmer in the pool, Nicole Ryan, 26 years of age for Guildford City. Mia Collier, 19 this year for Black Line. So you've got Mia Collier, then a straight line of 5. In order, Hum, Block, Hansford, Likely, and Ryan. Well, talk about a chasing pack for Mia Collier to hold off. And between those 5 behind Collier, there was only 1.5 seconds. So there's no surprise they're close. And she'll turn with a little bit of clean water, Collier. In fact, it is 2.5 seconds she's got advantage. Nicole Ryan now, what a third 50 metres for Nicole Ryan. She's moved from 6th into 2nd place. She realised the situation, has put her foot down and got herself back into silver medal position. In lane 2, Megan Hansford is going to fight for a bronze here and potentially even a silver at that. Coming back great in the last 25 metres, but Mia Collier will take your gold medal, 2:19.95. A 10th slower than a heat, doesn't matter, it's a gold medal. Silver, Megan Hansford, what a final 50 metres for the Tiger swimmer. Brilliant. And Nicole Ryan, after being 6th at halfway, picks up a bronze. Now our finals will start from the opposite end of the pool, as we have our 50 metres, 8 of them.
This is a test start. Take your marks.
Here we go then, our 50-metre boys breaststroke races. First up, your 15-year-olds from lane 1 onwards, representing Eastbourne, Rudy Clement. In 2, Whitney and District's Ian Varia. In 3 for Chichester Cormorant, Charlie Stevenson. In 4, Guildford City's Freddie Jutoft. In 5 for Basingstoke Bluefins, Piaris Donnelly. In 6 for Newport Pagnell, Yang Han Tan. In 7 for Wickham Districts, Adam Maref. And in 8 for Beacon, George Suter. This is your 15-year-old final.
Take your marks.
These 8 finals will be over in less than around 32 seconds each, okay? So if you're waiting for one, don't go anywhere. 31.99 Frederick Jutoft for Guildford City earlier on. There was only, 1.5 seconds across the entire 8. That will be the story for the next half a dozen finals and more. It is going to be on hundredths, if not tenths of a second. 4 going into this final 5 metres. Looks like lane number 6, Yang Han Tan potentially. Can he squeeze it in? Second place, because Stevenson gets it for Chichester Cormorant. Well, there's a surprise. Gold for Stevenson, silver for Tan, and bronze for Jutoft. And that is the fine margins of 50-metre finals. Your 16-year-old final. In 1, representing Leatherhead, Matthew Moore. In 2 for Eastbourne, Clay Naylor. In 3 for Royal Tunbridge Wells, Aubrey Armada Bennett. In 4 for Royal Tunbridge Wells, Aaron Bissett. In 5 for Winchester City Penguins, Arthur Grundy. In 6 for Wantage White Horses, Benjamin Cooper. In 7 for Shiverers, Harry Underwood. And in 8 for Maxwell, Malachi Woods. This is your 16-year-old final.
Take your marks.
Once again, just 1.5 seconds separating all 8 of our finalists. Aaron Bissett was the only man to go under 31 seconds. He had a half a second advantage on the field. He's leading through 25 metres. Currently second and third. You've got Armada Bennett, Arthur Grundy, Benjamin Cooper. They'll be the 4 going into this. 4 has got to become 3. Nobody's taken the number 1 spot away though. Aaron Bissett goes quicker again, 30.75. Silver Armada Bennett and Ben Cooper, your bronze medalist. 500ths between bronze and 4th. Crikey. Your 17-year-old final, taking part for Wickham District in 1, Arman Gullian. In 2 for Abingdon Vale, Harrison Wright. In 3 for Sevenoaks, Demi Ali. In 4 for Tigers of Jersey, Philip Navaki. In 5 for Guildford City, Tom Williams. In 6 for Basingstoke Bluefins, Ollie Smith. In 7 for Abingdon Vale, Ralph Allen. And in 8 for Rushmore Royals, Luke Buckingham. This is your 17-year-old final.
Take your marks.
This one should be ever so slightly quicker, particularly for Navaki, 29.06. He was over a second faster than anyone else. This really on paper should be his race, leading through 25. Already can't see him being caught in this one. Second and third, nothing in it between Ali and Williams. They'll go to the wall together, but up top, 29 on the nose for Navaki. That is sensational. Williams takes silver, and Ali bronze. Top three exactly the same order as the heats. That's how it works. And now your 18 and over final, taking part from lane 1 on, Woking's Max Friedman. In 2, Maxwell's at Kenji McDade. In 3, Abington Vale's at Can Jutitan. In 4, Winchester City Penguins at Pravin Mahendra Kumar. In 5, Amersham's Michael Grachev. In 6 for Shiverers, Leon Taylor. In 7 for Abington Vale, Caden Silla. And in 8 for Windsor, Nicholas Sisson-Fair. This is your 18 and over final.
Take your marks.
Well, can any of our 18 and overs beat 29 seconds just set in the 17-year-old final? They didn't do it in the heats. Mahendra Kumar was at 29.61, 14 100ths between him and Michael Grachev in lane number 5. They will be joined by Tujikan into the final 10 metres. He's in the red cap in lane number 3 for Abingford, but up top in 4, doing it again, Mahendra Kumar, 28.97, does do it, and 3 men go sub 30, and they'll be the 3 men on the podium. Tujikan and Grachev, silver and bronze, Mahendra Kumar on top. Now our women's 50-metre butterfly finals. First up, of course, your 15-year-olds. From lane 1 on, Ferrum Nomads, Amy Forey. In 2 for Royal Tunbridge Wells, Lily Della. In 3 for Hazelmere, Delilah Martin. In 4 for Royal Tunbridge Wells, Madeline Hind. In 5 for Eastbourne, Harriet Stone. In 6 for Guernsey, Emma Borghese. In 7 for Whitney and Districts, Annalise Elford. And in 8 for Wickham District, Sienna Raymery. This is your 15-year-old final.
Take your marks.
And these will be our 4 quickest finals of this finals session. It will take us to halfway through our finals as well. 28.89, Madeline Hind. However, in 3, Delilah Martin, who was half a second behind her in the heats, will lead into the last couple of metres. This is going to be on the touch. This is close. 100th of a second between them. And Delilah Martin takes it over Madeline Hind. Harriet Stone in 3rd and bronze. 100th of a second. "16-year-old finalists." In lane 1 from Royal Tunbridge Wells, Emilia Oliver. In 2 for Woking, Tegan Gale. In 3 for Wickham Districts, Annabelle Compton. In 4 for Royal Tunbridge Wells, Monson, Ilana Nightingale Ellis. In 5 for Aaron Trident's, Katie Oliver. In 6 for Elmbridge Phoenix, Amy Hempenstall. In 7 for Chichester Cormorant, Libby Johnson. And in 8 for Whitney and Districts, Hattie Lever. This is your 16-year-old final.
Take your marks.
Well, there was 100th of a second again now between Nightingale, Ellis and Oliver in the heats. This will be the closest set of 8 times of any final today. There was half a second between them all. Nightingale, Ellis with the advantage right now. Keep your eye on Amelia Oliver over in 1 and Compton in 3. But it is 28.92 for the Royal Tunbridge Wells swimmer. And her teammates are very happy. Alana Nightingale Ellis takes the win. Silver for Tegan Gale in 8. 29.95. Oh no, it's been reordered. Nightingale Ellis, Compton Oliver. Ignore me. Right, heat number 3. Officially, the 17-year-old final. From lane 1 onwards, Whitney and District's Maya Saldana. In 2 for Elbridge Phoenix, Luisa Kipoleta. In 3 for Reed's Swimming Club, Eleni Ianu. In 4 for Reed's Swimming Club, Sophie Knocker. In 5 for Mid-Sussex Marlins, Bethany King. In 6 for Atlantis, Isabella Sawyer. In 7 for Winchester City Penguins, Alexandra Rolls. And in 8 for Farnham, Bronwyn Price. This is your 17-year-old final.
Take your marks.
Our penultimate 50-metre final of this finals block, semi-session. Sophie Knocker, 28.89, almost a second clear, which on 50-metre races, as we know, is an absolute mountain to climb. But the fastest challenger right now in 2 is Luisa Kipoleta. Then in 7, Alexandra Rolls, but nobody's going to beat Knocker. 28.97 for gold. And look at this, silver and bronze from lanes 2 and 7. Kipoleta and Rolls, wow. And last up in the 50-metre finals, our 18 and overs. From lane 1 onwards, Rushmore Royals at Constance Mortimer. In 2, Bracknell and Wokingham's at Daisy Dewsbury. In 3 for Farnham, Hannah O'Mahony. In 4 for Crawley, Ella Thornburg. In 5 for Woking, Sophie King. In 6 for University of Surrey, Zoe Musial. In 7, University of Surrey, Maisie Thornton. And in 8 for Rushmore Royals, Paige Austin Burrows. So 18 and over final.
Take your marks.
And this will be the quickest race we see today, potentially. Thornburg, 28.3. Brilliant time for Crawley. Woking, Sophie King next. 0.6 back. There is not 0.6 between them right now, though. There's less than half of that. Third place as it stands, Zoe Musial. Is that your top 3 in that order? 28.4 for Thornburg, gold medal. Woking, Sophie King, silver. And Zoe Musial in 6 for University of Surrey. Already those times confirmed for a bronze. And now we go back to our starting / finishing end to kick off our last 8 finals of this session.
Test start.
Back to the boys then. This is the 100-meter backstroke finals. 15-year-olds up first, of course. From lane 1 on, City of Milton Keynes, Finley Wood. In 2, Basingstoke Bluefins, Oliver Pedra. In 3, for Elmbridge Phoenix, Sam Hall. In 4, for Wickham Districts, Monty Smith. In 5, for Portsmouth Northsea, Byron Sowell Tucker. In 6, for Maxwell, Alfie Toms. In 7, for Guildford City, Finley Richardson. And in 8, for Reed Swimming, Sam Simpson. This is your 15-year-old final.
Take your marks.
We have 8 100-meter finals to close things out. The girls' 100-meter freestyle will follow. Now, across 100 meters, there was only 2.4 seconds separating our 8 finalists, which for a 100-meter race is mightily close. Somebody had to be quickest. It was Monty Smith. He leads the way at halfway stage 2. Byron Tucker was second fastest in the heats. And the top 3, no change from those heats. Then a flurry of times come in. As always, we've got to separate them. And Byron Tucker looking pretty good here. Right up there with Monty Smith. There wasn't a lot to separate them earlier on this morning. Seems a long time ago now, but they go head-to-head once again into the last few metres. But Monty Smith, 1 minute .91, and a gold medal for Wickham District. Portsmouth Northsea, a silver for Byron Tucker, and then bronze for Sam Hall, representing
Please clear the pool.
Elmbridge Phoenix. Your 16-year-old finalists: in 1 from Wickham District, Marcus Hay. In 2 for Wickham District's Zach Sheriff. In 3 for Royal Tunbridge Wells, Aaron Bissett. In 4 for Tigers of Jersey, Isaac Thompson. In 5 for Reed Swimming Club, Jack Robinson. In 6 for Maidenhead, Jonathan Ireland. In 7 for Black Lion, Oscar Collier. And in 8 for Thanet, Harry Cox. This is your 16-year-old final.
Take your marks.
Isaac Thompson was one of only 3 men in the entire over 100 competitors in the 100 back that went sub 60 seconds. Did it by 18 100ths. Company in Aaron Bissett at the halfway mark. In fact, Bissett leads by 100th of a second. There was 4 tenths between Thompson and Robinson, and almost a second back to Bissett. So Bissett's had a great start here. 4 down the middle, in contention for gold, silver, bronze. One of them will miss out. Aaron Bissett for Royal Tunbridge Wells, absolutely flying. Clearly wasn't on form in the heats, but he's on form right now, because there'll be a gold in lane number 3. 59.49, quickest of the day. Isaac Thompson, silver for Tigers, and a bronze for Jonathan Ireland in lane 6 and Maidenhead.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
Your 17-year-old final from lane 1 on, taking part Guildford City's Jacob Kelly. In 2 for Farnham, James Parry. In 3, Bracknell and Wokingham, Aidan McCarthy. In 4 for City of Milton Keynes, Ben Guthrie. In 5 for Chalfont Otters, Ethan Richards-Knight. In 6 for Gravesend and Northfleet, Tom Long. In 7 for Guildford City, Christian Gale. And in 8 for White Oak, Vince Mock. This is your 17-year-old final.
Take your marks.
We've got another case here of a really tight one. Less than 2 seconds, or just about 2 seconds between all 8. And as we've seen already in the last half an hour or so, although yes, we have favourites, yes, we have sometimes standout fastest from the heats, it really comes down to who is up for it most in these finals. And right now, halfway, Tom Long is ahead of Christian Gale. This is lane 6 and 7 we're talking about. A lot of work to do for Guthrie. He was the fastest, not going to be the case, it looks like, in the final, unless he can come back and do something incredibly special in the last 25. And you know what? He might just do that. Ben Guthrie was in 5th at the halfway stage. Can he come back in the last couple of strokes, or is he going to go to Tom Long? He does get it. Oh my word. Wow, what a second 50 from Ben Guthrie, City Milton Keynes. That is a comeback and a half. Tom Long takes silver and Richards-Knight your bronze.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
You never ever know what's going to happen. And now our 18 years and over last boys final of this session. From lane 1 on, representing Elmbridge Phoenix, Freddie van der Leest. In 2 for Wickham Districts, Luke Poulton. In 3 for Guildford City, Christian Dutoft. In 4, University of Surrey's Alex Armstrong. In 5 for Thanet, Oliver Pope. In 6 for Guildford City, Joseph Reedhead. In 7, Portsmouth North Seas, Dan Wass. And in 8 for Crawley, George Chapman. So 18 and over final.
Take your marks.
And this time we do have a standout swim. Alex Armstrong, 56.78. It's a stretch to see him being beaten in this one. He was 3 seconds quicker. And first of all, Oliver Pope, only the second or third man in total to go sub 60 seconds in all of our competitors, all age groups in the 100 back. And they are your top two at the halfway, Armstrong, Pope, then Jutoft, Reedhead, Poulton are your top five. But leading from the centre, and particularly in lane 4, not a shock to see Alexander Armstrong moving away. Ollie Pope looking to hold on as best he can. He's bang on silver right now. And in lane 3, Christian Jutoft looking at a bronze medal. That'll be the order. 1, 2, 3. As simple as that. 56.64 for Armstrong. Again, Pope goes sub 60. And Jutoft 1 minute and 16 hundredths. 0.3 quicker than his heat time and takes the bronze.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
Our final set of races then, it's the girls 100 metre freestyles. 15-year-olds up first. In 1 for Royal Tunbridge Wells, Lily Della. In 2 for Winchester City Penguins, Megan Thorpe. In 3 for Guernsey, Emma Borghese. In 4 for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, Amelie Smith. In 5 for Medway Maritime, Morgan Pashley. In 6 for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, Madeline Hind. In 7 for Herne Bay, Jessica Perkins. And in 8 for Guildford City, Kayla Wimble. This is your 15-year-old final.
Take your marks.
Amelie Smith, clear favourite here, 57.81. Only girl to go sub 60 seconds, and she did it by nearly 2.5 seconds. Morgan Pashley right up there with her at the 50-metre mark. Yes, 1700 separating, and this surely won't be 2.5 seconds at the end of this. Jessica Perkins also goes sub 30, 29.29 for third place right now. But that one is by no means nailed on. But look at this, Amelie Smith. She will move away in the second 50. She was just warming up in that first sprint. My goodness, the time will be 57.79 in gold. Silver, clearly for Morgan Pashley. And the bronze in the end did go to Madeline Hind, 1 minute 0.74.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
Madeline Hind over a quarter of a second quicker than a heat time to get that bronze medal. Your 16-year-old final, taking part from lane 1 on, Aaron Trident's Katie Oliver. In 2 for Reed's Swimming Club, Emma Hagberg. In 3 for Guildford City, Alice Young. In 4 for Wickham Districts, Annabelle Compton. In 5 for Woking, Tegan Gale. In 6 for Elmbridge Phoenix, Amy Hempenstall. In 7 for Guildford City, Holly Hopwood. And in 8 for Shiverers, Skidra Valmantati. This is your 16-year-old final.
Take your marks.
5 of your 8 went sub 60 seconds, and only the 18 years and over can beat that. Even though it was outside 60 seconds, it was by less than half. Annabelle Compton, 57.43. leads with a 28.05. Then Alice Young, Tegan Gale down in 5th right now, but we've seen comebacks already in this session. This is Emma Hackberg and Valman Tate, who are 3rd and 4th. We have seen some incredible second 50 metres throughout the last 20 or so finals. But it will be Alice Annabelle Compton, Wickham District, in the 16-year-old final. 57.99 takes the win for Wickham District. Silver. It was Hempenstall and then Alice Young.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
And they'll be the top 3 on the podium later. And we've got 2 more finals to come. First of those are 17-year-olds from lane 1 on, representing Mid-Sussex Marlins, Bethany King. In 2 for Rushmore Royal, Sky Austin Burrows. In 3 for Elmbridge Phoenix, Louisa Kipoletta. In 4 for Royal Tunbridge Wells, Hannah Murphy. In 5 for City of Milton Keynes, Danielle Seong. In 6 for Wickham Districts, Maisie Dickinson. In 7 for Royal Tunbridge Wells, Monson, Jessica Gable. And in 8 for Black Lion, Kaylin Arundel. This is your 17-year-old final.
Take your marks.
Just the 2 sub-60 seconds from our contingent of 17-year-olds. They are, of course, Murphy and Seong inside the yellow lane ropes. Danielle Seong went sub-60 by 100th of a second. Murphy well under, 58.71. But Seong down in 6th. Murphy leading, Kipoletta 2nd. Sky Austin Burrows over in lane number 2, in on this race for currently silver and bronze as well. Seong, Dickinson, Kipoletta and Austin Murphy. But Hannah will take gold, 58.27 for Hannah Murphy, half a second quicker than her heat time. Silver for Maisie Dickinson, and a bronze, she came back, Danielle Seong.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool.
And finally for this session, 18 and over final, from lane 1 on, Shiverers Rania Kaluki. In 2, Rushmore Royals, Rosie Richards. In 3 for Crawley, Ella Thornburg. In 4 for Guildford City, Darcy Revitt. In 5 for Rushmore Royals, Jessica Hum. In 6 for City of Milton Keynes, Sophie Seong. In 7 for City of Milton Keynes, Annabelle Quinn. And in 8 for University of Surrey, Alicia Massey. This is your 18 and over final.
Take your marks.
Oh, in fact, no Ella Thornburg in lane 3. So 7, oh no, she was just under the water for ages. Blimey, Ella Thornburg, crikey. Darcy Revitt, 57.22 for Guildford City. And she was 1.5 seconds clear of Jessica Hum. So again, we do have a favourite. The favourite leads are halfway over Hum, Thornburg and Seong. This one going exactly to the heat form book in order, 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't want to be fourth fastest twice, do you, in the heat stand in the final? So can Sion come back? Leading the way though, Darcy Revitt for Guildford City, the 19-year-old, 57.22 earlier on this morning, and she will win it in 57.25. Jessica Hum, silver, and Sophie Sion does move up to third place and bronze. Now that was our last race of session number 10. So well done to all of our competitors, and congratulations to all of our medalists. You have a fairly sizable break now. Our warm-up session is scheduled for 2 o'clock, so 20 minutes away. But the first event of session 11